Volunteers are already working after the severe weather Saturday night. The couple that lived here were here last night, and surprisingly, they survived. So far, their emergency room has seen 5 patients with weather-related falls. That means people are getting injured from slipping and falling in these ice and weather conditions. Sheriff Franklin says women are typically targeted in kidnapping scenarios. He says it's important that whenever you're leaving somewhere and going to your vehicle alone, to walk with confidence and be aware of your surroundings. Don't rummage through your purse. Always have your key in your hand before you get to your vehicle so you can immediately get into your car and lock the door behind you. This car was here last night. Of course, you see that window blown out right here. The paint of this car is already peeling off just to show how strong those winds were. Right at the bottom, there's a dent. It looks as if something hit this car. This is a fresh dent right here. There's a way to tell if this is the good kind of snow, and it has to do with the snowball. So it's not forming a ball, it's just a little too soft. It's not that thick as you want it to be, but it is coming down and it is staying on the ground right now, and that really doesn't help us on the roads. There's some things to go over here. There was discussions on both the representative of Governor Ivey today and the board members and Mr. Davis himself. There's a lack of communication, and when initially she asked for him to step down back in September, he found out through an email that was sent to him by his assistant. The floors of the accelerated learning building off of Highway 231 had to be ripped up. This tube right here still draining water. Now, people who work and live in the area said they're concerned about the amount of people these parties are bringing to this specific spot. I caught up with somebody who says they live in the area and are a part of putting on these barbecues. They say it's only for good fun. For 20 years, Fairview Avenue has looked just like this on New Year's Day. Bands, floats, and thousands of people ringing in the new year, but it's not just to celebrate the time of year, it's to celebrate the progress of the area of West Montgomery. For most men and women that walk through these doors, the world may only see this color orange, but the Crenshaw County Detention Facility is giving their men and women a second chance at success. Flames still remain from a house fire that happened early Sunday morning. People who live on the street and family that I spoke to say the family that lived in this home was the glue to the community. These 4 students go to Troy Elementary. They're bright and full of energy. And while their focus is on the playground most of the time, they also have to navigate a thing called autism. That stands for something.
That stands for being kind in the class wherever you go.
They don't know what autism is, but it doesn't matter because come graduation, they will be overqualified for the world they will enter.
I like to say May works a grown man's job. She works 8 to 5.
On skills like how to show emotion or hug with both arms, challenges that come with autism. Jennifer Giles noticed her daughter May was different from a young age.
I went to her pediatrician and she got early intervention from the time she was very young till about 2.
A child can't be diagnosed with autism until they're 2. She worked ahead, and when May's birthday came, she was already enrolled in multiple therapy programs.
She can do anything. And I want other people to know all that she and her friends can do.
Parents like Jennifer have to do more than raise a child. They have to work hard and try to fit in. But if everyone recognized people on the spectrum express emotion differently, we can expand the mold.
We laugh at something really funny. Like, we know that that's normal, but think about it. Like, it's kind of weird. Your body starts convulsing because you think something's funny.
Those on the spectrum may not laugh. They may scream, cry, or shake their hands, what educators call stemming. Schools like Troy Elementary are now working around children's disabilities so they can succeed in their own way, in hopes that when this generation grows up, autism will be seen for more than a disability, but an ability to be different. Volunteers are already working after the severe weather Saturday night. The couple that lived here were here last night, and surprisingly, they survived because, as you can see, their home no longer exists.
It hit, and by the grace of God, the second they turned around, he opened his eyes. They were still holding hands, but they were on their knees.
Donna Kidd with the Pike County Salvation Army took the couple home from the hospital and found them a place to stay. They were 2 of 12 being treated at Troy Regional for injuries endured in the storm.
I wouldn't have survived if I'd been in it. I wouldn't.
Just 10 miles over in Banks, Lucy Green left her mobile home and took shelter with family. It wasn't long until she found her home in the street.
I saw all the flashing lights. I said, they're at my house. I said, my house is gone.
In my hands is Lucy's daughter's prom dresses and photo albums, baby pictures, one of many memorable moments in this family's life scattered across Banks. We've seen people that didn't go out. What would you tell them after what you went through?
Do not stay in a mobile home. Just look at this. Look at this mess.
Back in Troy, over 200 people chose the rec center as their safe space. Director Dan Smith's decision to quickly move everyone to the locker room may have been the reason residents left unharmed.
As we were getting the last people in, you could feel the suction of all of the air leaving the building and the shrill sound outside.
And out here with 200 people who had left their homes concerned, and then the very place you're trying to get to for safety ends up being right in the line.
Julia Avant, WSFA 12 News, Pike County. It was here back in 1998 on Old Georgia Road where Tracy Kegley's car was found, her 2-year-old daughter inside and unharmed. But there was no sign of Tracy.
We don't know exactly what happened, but we do believe that she was killed.
District Attorney C.J. Robinson first learned of this case in 2008, 10 years after Kegley's disappearance. He doesn't know what was exactly done to find Tracy up until joining the investigation. He says the time it happened made it harder to find evidence.
This is not today, and what I mean by that is you can't ping a cell phone. Like, we don't have cell towers to know, was she in this location or that location.
So it's likely only a matter of time?
I would say so. If they don't come see us, we're going to come see them.
This is what investigators told our team at the search 7 years ago. They had said they found promising evidence. Now, in 2025, Robinson revealed cadaver dogs found evidence that a body had been decomposing on 300 acres of land owned by family of Tracy's ex-husband, which was also 5 to 10 minutes from where her car was found. But they never found that body, and if it was Tracy.
I do think in meeting with the family after that extended search and some of the stuff that we found, I think there was not complete closure about what happened, but I think it did help answer some questions. I'll be honest with you, it primarily narrows down to one primary suspect that I still think killed her. And I still think that at some point in time, that one witness that we need out there will come forward. And I hope they spend the rest of their life in prison.